Good morning, everyone. My name is Andrew Hall. We're going to get right into it. There's no surprising anybody that there are aspects of the United States of America that are just stupid. And trigger warning, just given, you're going to have a bunch of stupidity for 10 seconds. Here it comes.
But in the dishwashers, as an example, they had a little problem. What was the problem? They didn't give you any water. And there was so little water that you couldn't wash the dishes. So what do people do? They kept pressing and do it again, do it again, do it again. So by the time you do it 10 times, the dishes are finally there. You've wasted.
Yeah, that was Donald J. Trump's biggest rhetorical point over the weekend in his Ohio rally about low water pressure. That was his big talking point, everyone. Don't worry, we're going to be talking about the atheist who's trying to ban the Bible in Florida. But I just want to give you a background, a little bit of an appetizer on the stupidity that is the United States of America. But why is this country so religious? Why is this country so stupid? Why is this country beholden to Christian fundamentalists? I made this little meme over the weekend to help explain it. Why is democracy under threat? Globalization created massive wealth inequalities. Governments didn't protect middle and working class people. In turn, those people turned to demagogues like Trump and Marjorie Taylor Greene. Social media exacerbated this toxic situation. All right. So I think I've laid out enough groundwork here. And now we're going to talk about the atheist trying to ban the Bible in Florida. Here he is, everyone. Let's get right into the story. Florida atheist petitions to ban the Bible in Miami-Dade and Broward schools. Since July of 2021, more than 200 books have been banned in various school districts across Florida, the state with the third highest number of school book banning incidents in the U.S. This comes as the Florida legislature and Governor Ron DeSantis has passed House Bill 1467, which allows members of the public to challenge and ban books available in school classrooms and libraries, and a swath of quote-unquote anti-woke legislation purportedly aimed at empowering parents to protect their children's impressionable minds. Impressionable minds. I suppose if you're really concerned about your child's impressionable mind, you would not be exposing them to hatred, bigotry, anti-freedom, anti-American values. You know, the traditional, what we're supposed to be aspiring to, Enlightenment values. I imagine you wouldn't want to expose your children to that. With that in mind, political stunt activist, that's an interesting term, political stunt activist Chaz Stevens of Deerfield Beach has taken upon himself to add another book to the lengthy list, the Bible. This week, in letters sent to superintendents in 8 school districts in Florida, including Miami-Dade County Public Schools and Broward County Public Schools, Stevens, an avowed atheist, petitions the districts to ban the Christian Bible from classrooms and libraries, citing its inclusion of inappropriate topics. If they're gonna ban books, then the whole library should be in play. My hope, and it's a long shot, is that they will apply their standards to themselves and ban the Bible. Stephen tells the New York Times, look, everyone, there's links to the description to this story below. This is not Chad's first rodeo in terms of sticking it to fundamentalist Christians. Back in 2013, he was able to get a Festivus pole made out of bear cans in the Florida State Capitol building. So he has a bit of history. He was also attacked or fought against religious invocations at town meetings and city meetings too, somewhat successfully. His methods are somewhat interesting, but they happen to get results. Free speech and literary expression advocates have been sounding the alarm about what they see as a bureaucratic, authoritarian attack on education in Florida, especially after recent news that the state rejected 54 math textbooks from the curriculum for allegedly containing prohibited topics like critical race theory. When the state went so far as banning when the state went so far as banning math books, Stevens says he was inspired to use the same bureaucracy to strike back against the conservative wave with an operation he calls F off Jesus. I'm going to say it again. Operation F off Jesus. Do we have the actual letters he sent? Well, I have a copy of them, of course. And I'm going to show you and read some of them to you right here, everyone. This is from, and I don't know if you can notice the joke at the very top, the letterhead. It's called Shouden Boner Incorporated. You know, a little play off of Schadenfreude. This is Schauder Boner. And in case you don't know what this letter is about, RE, banning the Bible in Miami-Dade County Public Schools. I'll just jump down to the body of the letter. As you well know, Governor Ron DeSantis signed House Bill 1467, which requires school districts to give parents a say in the selection of instructional materials, including library books and textbooks. With that in mind, I wish to file an objection. You know, if everyone in Florida who's a free thinker would just file objections about the Bible, that would be a wonderful thing, wouldn't it? If everyone in Florida who cares about free speech filed an objection to their school boards about the Bible, I would want to live in that world. Additionally, I also seek banishment of any book that references the Bible, and is often the case with banned books. I ask your agency lay flame to that giant stack of fiction in a pyre worth of a Viking send-off. And now he lists his objections about why the Bible is inappropriate for today's youth. Age appropriateness. As the Bible casually references such topics as adultery and fornication, or as I'd like to think, date night, Friday night, do we really want to teach our youth about drunken orgies? And here he has a little verse from Matthew 15:19. For out of the heart came evil thoughts, murder, adultery, sexual immorality, theft, false witness, and slander. That was from Matthew 15:19 from the Good Book. The next verse, let us walk properly as in the daytime, not in orgies and drunkenness, not in sexual immorality and sensuality, not in quarreling and jealousy. You know, why would I want to explain to my first grader about sexual orgies? Right? He has a very good point. Let's see. Wow. Okay. Bestiality and that word there, rape. Taking a cue from Florida statute, one should consider, then he gives the number there, one should consider such discussions to be harmful to minors and obscene. And this is a verse from Leviticus, one of my favorite books in the Bible. Do not have sexual relations with an animal and defile yourself with it. A woman must not present herself to an animal to have sexual relations with it. That is perversion. It's funny how the writers in the book of Leviticus felt that they really had a focus on women in that. You know, the women really shouldn't be having sex with animals. You know, everyone shouldn't have sex with animals, but specifically the woman. Now, why would you want your kindergartner read that verse, everyone? What kind of thoughts would they get in their head? Let's see. Let's get back to this letter. Wokeness. With a constant babbling concerns about teaching critical race theory, should we not take stock of the Bible's position on slavery? I am concerned our young white students will read such passages and wake up to civilization's sordid past. Servants, this is that line that we love talking about. Servants, be obedient to them that are your masters according to the flesh, with fear and trembling, in singleness of your heart, as unto Christ, not with eye service as men pleasers, but as servants of Christ, doing the will of God from your heart, with good will doing service as to the Lord, and not to men, knowing that whatsoever good thing any man doeth, the same he shall receive of the Lord, whether he be bond or free. That seems like an implicit, maybe an explicit endorsement of slavery. Why would you want your second grader to be reading that kind of filth, everyone? And here he is. Oh, well, here it is. Social emotional learning. This is the most troubling of issues for many. And it's obvious once we teach little Jimmy and Susie to show empathy for their classmates, they're one giant step closer to getting their LGBTQ plus freak on. And this is from Genesis 2:18. It is not good enough for a man to be alone. Therefore, encourage one another and build each other up. Oh, Mr. Chad Stevens. And of course, he wishes my very best to you and my sincerest thanks for taking care of our kids. He signs it Bishop Chaz Stevens, ordained in California, Florida, and Jezreel County, Mars. I'm not really acquainted with that county in Mars. First Church of Mars, Executive Director, Shoutin' Boner Incorporated. You know, you may not like the humor. I like the humor myself. I'm not going to lie to you. But I think that's a little slice of magic right there, everyone. I'm going to check out the chat and see how everyone's doing this morning. I like how the doctor holds up the cup but doesn't drink from it. I'm so busy right now. I'm so busy. I cannot even focus on my coffee. That's what, Big Zebra. Well, this is the thing, and this is what my critique would be to the girlfriend. The problem is that those quotes from the Bible say not to do the thing. He should have found quotes where those things happened and they were okay, right, about dashing babies' brains against rocks, right? That's a quote from the Bible. That's something that God told people to do. All right. And just checking out the chat. Hope everyone's doing well this morning. What's up, Cindy Plaza? I hear Emmanuel Macron won the election over the weekend in France. Congratulations to him. I know there were some difficulties. I had originally posted this video or this live stream over on the other channel, the Naked Diner podcast, and then I realized I made a mistake. And then I had to switch it over to the Laughing in Disbelief channel. So here we are. A bit of Monday morning confusion, everyone. Thank you for watching. Links to all the stories and different aspects of this story are in the description below. If you like what you see, please hit subscribe. Please share the video. And, you know, you can throw me a couple of shekels if you want to. In my PayPal, Venmo accounts are below there in the description. You can become a YouTube member too. Wouldn't that be nice? That would be nice, right? It wouldn't suck. Well, this is a good point, Sean. What about killing enemies and taking young girls for themselves? Isn't that child sex trafficking? That is very Matt Gaetz. That's what that is. That is very Matt Gaetz, Sean. And I would have put that in my letter too, to tell you the truth. Rage says, plenty of times they are okay killing the Alakites. I think that's the word. Spearing of the Sodomites through the belly while having sex. Well, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Totally spot on, Rage. But hey, everyone, it's easy. Once again, if you're in Florida, maybe even if you're not in Florida, maybe you're just a concerned citizen, you should write to those counties banning books and say, hey, maybe you should ban the Bible. I think that would be an excellent job. I think that would be worth doing. All right. After party, after show. It's on the other channel, the Naked Diner channel. That's on at 9:15, not even 2 minutes away. I'm going to drop down a cat video. I'm going to throw down a thank you video. And then I'm going to see you hopefully at 9:15 to do the open room. Take care, everyone.
Some things about me you should know. I'm always tired regardless of how much sleep I've gotten. I'm always at like a 6 in terms of how annoyed I am. My hobbies include 1, laying down, end of list.